So in day before yesterday's session, we have remaining part of partition of Bengal, which had taken place in 1905. So as the anti-partition movement, boycott and Swadeshi movements have started. So with the start of Swadeshi movement, national movement took a major leap forward. So overall, the national independence movement you can consider. So Indian National Congress session at Banaras supported Swadeshi as well as boycott movement. But at the same time, Lal Bal Pal, the trio, was thinking of the militant nationalism, whereas Arvindo Ghosh was in favor to extend the Swadeshi and the boycott movement all over India. Right, just and carrying it over beyond boycott and Swadeshi, something else. That is what he was of opinion that now there should be full-fledged political mass struggle, right? Because already the common man had come out, right, in the form of boycott and Swadeshi movement. Now the full-fledged political mass struggle must start. Right? Then the resolution of boycotting the British goods was adopted by Indian National Congress. So as far as the impact of boycott and Swadeshi movement, so you can consider it as which was started as purely economic measure, which was for the development of Indian industry. So in all major cities, the bonfire of foreign goods had been taken. Right. Then next consequence is nothing but the Muslim League. So All India Muslim League was founded in December 1906 by Nawab Salimullah at Dhaka. Muslim League supported the partition of Bengal, and at the same time it had opposed Swadeshi movement, and they have raised their demands of special safeguards and the separate electorate of Muslims. Then led to the communal differences between Hindus and so then you come across Calcutta session, which had been taken place in 1906. Right. So, which was also termed as Swaraj. In the same So in December 1906 at Calcutta, the Indian National Congress session was going on. So under the presidency of Dadabhai Nauroji, the goal of Swaraj was adopted. So what is this goal of Swaraj? So Swaraj is nothing but the self-government of Swaraj like any other country, particularly United Kingdom. Right? But there had been differences between extremists and moderates, which came out in 1907 at Surat session. So you can consider it as Surat split that had been happening in 1907. So during this Surat session of the Indian National Congress, the INC split into two groups called extremists and the moderates. Right? So the partition of these two happens. Then, if you consider the leaders of the extremists and moderates, so extremists were led by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandra Pal, that is Lal Bal Pal. Whereas the moderates were led by Gopal Krishna Gokhale. So, extremists had offered their cooperation, right, with the working committee of the Congress by accepting the presidency of Ras Bihari Ghosh. So government was observing the differences of the extremists and the moderates, and therefore government identified an opportunity and they have launched massive attack on extremists by suppressing the newspapers and arresting their main leaders, right? And we have seen that the Tilak had sent to Mandale, Arvindo Ghosh had left the politics and had gone to Pondicherry, Lala Lajpat Rai had gone to Britain, right? Then Bipin Chandra Pal had temporarily left the politics. So these are the things which you can consider. So after 1908, now the national movement, that is particularly militant nationalism, right, was declined. So this was the consequence you can consider, right? Now, you can consider the next point, and that is nothing but the Morley-Minto reforms. So the next point is Morley. Minto reforms. Right, so you can consider its period during 1909. Now, if you consider the Morley-Minto reforms, these were introduced in 1909 during the period of Lord Minto, who was the Viceroy of India. So, Morley-Minto reforms were introduced in 1909 during the period of Viceroy Lord Minto. So, these reforms envisaged a separate electorate for Muslims beside other constitutional measures, right? Muslim League had their demand of the separate electorate constituency. Right. So according to the Morley-Minto reforms, or याच्यात त्याची तरतूद होती envisaged a separate electorate for Muslims besides other constitutional measures. Then government thereby sought to create a rift within the Congress by winning the support of moderates on one side or one hand and favor of Muslims against Hindus on another side. That is the pursuance of create a rift within the Congress just by winning its support at one side and at other side, right? So त्यांना favor करता इतरांना का नाही. So this was the another thing. So to achieve the Muslims, right, against Hindus, the vote for Muslim candidates, right? Now see what would be the thing. So only the Muslim candidates would be getting the votes of the Muslim voters, or the Muslim voters will only vote to the Muslim candidate, right? So that is what we can consider the separate electorate besides the constitutional measures. In a constituency, you never have come across like this, right? The state and voters are of the same community, right? Measures. Then this kind of favor was done to encourage the notion that the political, economic, and cultural interests of Hindus and Muslims were separate and not common, right? So whatever may be the what you can consider एक संभ्रम निर्माण करायचं notions. So that means what? To encourage the notions. संभ्रम निर्माण करायचा, अफवा फैलू द्यायच्या. And what about what? Notions about the political, economic, and cultural interests of Hindus and Muslims. असं भासवायचं की political, economic, and cultural interests हे हिंदू आणि मुस्लिमचे वेगवेगळे, rather they are not common, right? So that is what you can consider as far as the Morley-Minto reforms are concerned, right? Later on, the Indian political leaders were, however, obviously dissatisfied with these reforms, right? So how the Indian leaders will be satisfied by these kinds of reforms? Obviously not, right? So you can always keep in mind the Morley-Minto reforms to grant or to approve the separate electorate for Muslims, right? So you can note down some of the highlights. So introduced in 1909 during period of Viceroy Lord Minto. Lord Minto. Right. So this reforms envisaged, right? These reforms envisaged separate electorate. Separate electorate for Muslims. Right. Always keep in mind these two words. Separate electorates for Muslims. Right. So government sought to create rift, right? Create rift within Congress itself. Create how? By winning the support of moderates and favoring the Muslims against Hindus, right? So by winning Tartut, envisaged, it is A, it is not O, envisaged, right? Antarbut kiwa Tartut. So to create a rift within Congress by winning support of Congress at one side, support of Congress and favor to Muslims, that is against Hindus, right? So एक तीर दो निशाना. Then as far as the favoring of Muslims is concerned, right? So or the system of the separate electorate is concerned, they have right. So in the separate electorates, the Muslims could only vote for Muslim candidates, right? So this is another point. Muslims could vote for Muslim candidates, right? Only. Right. So these two words along with this particular statement. This is what you can consider Morley-Minto reforms are, right? The bottom line of this point is only these three words or these two words along with this particular statement. Right. Now, what kind of impact or effect of this reform was going to happen? Right. So it had encouraged the notion, right? Encouraged the notion. Notion, samram. It encouraged the notion that the political, economic, and the cultural interest of Hindus and Muslims are separate. Right? So encourage the notion that political, economic, and cultural interests are interest of Hindus and Muslims are not common, rather they are separate, right? Rather they are separate, right? So this is what you can consider as far as the Monte Morlamento reforms are concerned. And obviously with this, the Indian political leaders would be dissatisfied, right? And therefore, Indian political leaders were so this is what the you can consider that is nothing but the home rule movement. Home rule movement, home rule server. Who had started this? So from 1915 to 16. See, in 1907, Bal Gangadhar Tilak was sent to Mandale jail. He was arrested and sent to Mandale jail. Right. So after releasing from Mandale, right, he founded Indian Home Rule League. Right. Actual Home Rule League was started by the Annie Besant. She had inspired by Irish rebellion and started the Home Rule movement in India. That is in 1916. So this movement spread rapidly, and the branches of the movement were established all over the India. So Bal Gangadhar Tilak wholeheartedly supported this movement. He had joined the forces with Annie Besant, and he had also persuaded the Muslim League to support the Home Rule League movement. Right? Home Rule League movement. So after releasing from jail, Bal Gangadhar Tilak had joined the Home Rule League movement, which was started by Annie Besant. He led it, right, wholeheartedly and supported the same movement. At the same time, he also persuaded the Muslim League to support this particular program, right? So that the unity of Hindus and Muslims will happen, and through that they can achieve much more than what presently they get by the government, right? So that is what you can have in the Home Rule League movement. Fine. So now so Annie Besant, Annie Besant, right, started Home rule movement. Home rule movement in 1916. 1916. Right. So the movement spread rapidly. Right. Spread rapidly. This movement had spread rapidly, and its branches established all over India. Established all over India. So Tilak wholeheartedly supported it. Wholeheartedly supported it movement. Supported the home rule movement. Right. He persuaded Muslim League to support this program. Right, to support the home rule movement. Right. So this is the next part of the Indian national struggle movement. Right. Then later on, it had come across the Lucknow Pact. That is nothing but Congress League Pact. Right, in the same year. Its name is. It was in between the Congress and League. Happened at Lucknow, so it was called Lucknow Pact, Lucknow Karar, right, in 1916. Now, what had happened in this pact, so an important step forward in achieving Hindu-Muslim unity was nothing but the Lucknow Pact. So anti-British feelings were generated among the Muslims, which were followed a war between the Britain and Turkey. So which had opened the way for the Congress and Muslim League's unity. Now you will be thinking that what was the relationship between the Indian Muslims and the war between Britain and Turkey? Right. So what had happened in that war? The whatever the ruler of Turkey was Muslim, and the Indian Muslims were following him. Right. So they're like Devata Darja. So Indian Muslims were following the ruler of Turkey, and British have behaved very in a very bad manner with the British that Turkey ruler, and identifying this emotional attachment of the Muslim community, right? So the Congress have started the, yes, exactly, the name is Khalifa, right? So the Congress has started uniting the Muslims and Hindus, right? So just by generating, yes, exactly, just by generating the anti-British feelings among the Muslims, right? So this the Britain, the war between Britain and Turkey, which had opened the way for the Congress right, and the Muslim League unity. Right? So both the Congress and Muslim League held a session at Lucknow in 1916 and concluded the famous pact known as Lucknow Pact. Right? So the Congress had accepted the separate electorate for the Muslims, and the both organizations jointly demanded dominion status for the country. Right?